Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day I will come back. I come back with my second video. Thank you for coming back, and if it's your first time, I have one other video that I posted, so please watch that as well. It's not much, it's just me introducing myself and what the channel is about. So yeah, today we are going to be talking about relocation and getting the job. So as I said, I relocated last year February, but the process prior to relocation took about 4 months. I was a bit impatient. So it wasn't a quick process, and especially because it was during the pandemic. I got the job in 2020, but I only moved in 2021. So it wasn't a quick process. So how I got the job? The job I got through Facebook. So this lady who went to the same university as I did and has the same qualification as myself. So I am a dietitian. I haven't shared that. I am a registered dietitian. I studied at UKZN. I am currently working in Botswana as a dietitian. So I'm registered in ESA in Botswana. So this lady posted in our group. There's a allied health professionals group on Facebook. She posted there about this post, but I did not see the post. Rather, two of my friends saw the post and they told her about me. And at that time, I was working in private practice. I had just opened my practice beginning of 2020. In January of 2020, I had opened my practice, and then the pandemic hit in March. So you guys can imagine, I'm still very new. I don't know what I'm doing, and then we were hit by a pandemic. So my practice wasn't really doing that well, but I was surviving. But I was willing to let it go for a while I worked. So they told her about me and they sent me the post. So when I saw the post, the lady had already contacted me and said, so and so told me about you. Please send me your number if you're interested. So I sent her my number. And then I think that was in September or beginning of October. I can't remember the dates correctly. When the job advert was posted. And then she said on her post, it said, we're looking for a dietitian for a food service company. The person must be willing to relocate, but it did not specify to relocate to where. So I was like, maybe me, I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then she sent me a message. She's like, okay, so and so told me about you. Please send me your number. Please be aware that this post is in Botswana. And then I sent her my number, and then I forget about it. I'm like, oh man, it was posted on Facebook. There's probably millions of us who actually responded. And then it goes quiet. It goes very quiet. And then in November, I think it was like the 4th of November, I received an SMS on my phone. I actually still have my phone. Maybe I can find this SMS. Let me just look for it. Okay, I found the SMS. So actually the SMS was on the 17th of November. This happened beginning of October, guys. I've even forgotten about it. Like I'm living my life. Like I'm not paying attention. I think I had just finished cleaning. And then I went to sit outside in an outside lounge. So I was sitting, and then I grabbed my phone. It's like for the first time in the day, it was like 11 a.m. And then there's an SMS. Good day. I was given your number in regards to possible employment for yourself in Botswana. Please, can you confirm if you're interested? Kind regards, ... of this company. And so I'm like, huh? I respond. There's actually 10 o'clock. I respond. Still on the 17th, they send another SMS. They like, please forward your CV. Let me take off my glasses. They distracted me. they sent me another message. They're like, please forward your CV to this email address and we will discuss further. Also advise how soon you can start. So I think I sent the CV. And then I said I can start as soon as possible. Like 5 days later, I received an offer email with the contract and everything. So that's how I got my job. Through Facebook. Then I spoke to the lady, the dietitian from here, and I asked her about like this company and whatnot. And she was working for the company. She was actually leaving the company, so they were looking for somebody new. So they sent me an email, I think, asking if I have any questions with my contract and whatnot. And I was like, no, I didn't receive the contract actually. They're like, oh, okay, the contract. And then I think they gave me like a day, and then they called me. So I read through the contract. I told my mom, and we went through the contract together. And I was like, okay, no, this is reasonable. Because the most important thing for me was accommodation and medical aid. I was like, if they can provide me with those two things, I'll be fine. Because the other things are, salary is also very important, but the benefits, those are super important. And then I was like, okay, I need to find out about the standard of living, cost of living in the country, you know. I think I sent her a message on Facebook and asked for her number. And then I asked her, like, because one thing about Botswana, they do not use the internet. So there was nothing on the internet. There was, like, guys, I couldn't find anything regarding Botswana. Like, I couldn't understand, like, ngangazi lutho. So I was trying to find information. What's okay, like, average, how much do people spend on groceries, on petrol, you know, on transport, all of that. So I was trying to find information about that. So I called this lady. She was like, no, like, the standard of living in Botswana is quite low. See if the offer that they're giving me is something that I can actually survive with. No one gives a book. But one thing I knew is that Botswana has a stronger currency than South Africa. So also that. Then I signed the contract and sent it back to them. And then after I sent them the contract, they sent me a medical, what is that? Medical surveillance, something like that, for medicals though. So I had to go to the doctor to do medicals, and the one thing they checked my lungs, they checked for TB, they drew some blood. So those are the medicals that I did. So after that, I sent them back the results and my medicals. Well, basically, it wasn't much, but the doctor had to fill in that I'm fit for. Yeah, I sent them an email. I was like, okay, because I'm a healthcare worker, I'm a health professional, I have to be registered with your council before I can even work for you. They were like, no, that's fine. We'll sort that out. Like, I was like, okay, great. And then they were like, okay, now we need to get you a work permit before we can even get you registered with the council. Yo guys, I was like, okay. They're like, okay, we need to do this quick because once it's like mid-December, people like slack at work. I was like, in my head though, I was like, I hope this only happens after Christmas. Whatever happens, it must happen after Christmas because I want to spend Christmas at home. Okay, fine. Then they went quiet. Guys. Yo, they were quiet. And then I think it was mid-Jan, the HR manager sends me a message. She's like, I'm so busy with your papers, with your permits and whatnot, but they're back at work now. The problem is that there aren't enough people at work, but because you are an essential worker, we really want you to come through and we need you ASAP. So I was like, okay, no, it's fine. We'll just wait. And that time, South Africa is in lockdown. It's the second wave. The horrible wave that happened December 2020 to February 2021. They go quiet. January, Pele, and then it's February. I think it was the 2nd of Feb or the 3rd, I can't remember. My mom and I are in town. My mom is in the police station. I'm sitting in the car waiting for her. I receive a call from Botswana. It's the HR manager. She's excited. She's like, hey, we are ready for you. You better come, girl. I was like, oh my God, yay. Okay, so it was decided that well, we looked for flights, and then the flight that we got was for the next week. Well, there were other flights, but I was like, next week, let me give myself some time. So, and then I left on the 10th of February. My flights were booked for the 10th. So I'll just post some snippets right now of me preparing to go. It's just I found a few short videos that I had made last year of me packing, going to the airport. At the airport, two of my friends went to the airport to see me. They're so sweet. And then I met with my dad and my sisters in Joburg, the ones that live in Joburg. I met with them at OR because my flight to Botswana was leaving at 5 p.m. but my flight from Durban left 11. So I had so many hours in Joburg. I remember we sat down and had lunch and and waited for my dad because he was at work. So I waited for my dad until he came. I think it was around 3, and then I left for Botswana. So I'm gonna insert some snippets right now so you guys can watch that.
So now, I'm going to check this.
So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you on my next one.